In this section, I would like to talk to you about the workspace that we'll be using most of the time. The Adobe Photoshop workspace is divided into 5 different areas in my opinion: the toolbar, the options bar, the menu, the panels and tabs, and the actual space where the image will be shown. In the toolbar, we can find most of the items that we need to create basic selections, to color, such as brushes, but also to eliminate imperfections such as the clone stamp or the healing tool. If you click and hold the mouse button, you can see all the actual tools grouped under one icon. They are grouped together depending on the type of actions that they do. On the right side, most of the times you can see a letter, which is the same for one or more tools. This letter is the shortcut, and to use it you can press it on the keyboard, or if you have more than one tool that has the same shortcut, you may cycle through them using the Shift key combined with the hotkey. You will notice on the lower left-hand side of the screen a dark gray area. As you can see, all the buttons I press are showing there, including the shortcuts. This will be visible throughout all the course so that you can see exactly the shortcuts and the buttons that I'm using. One thing to remember is that each of these tools has its own set of parameters. These settings will be present up here in what's known as the options bar. All of the values that you will see are specific to one tool and one tool alone. If you have 3 different selection tools or different types of brush tools, variables such as opacity or feather will not be modified for all of them at once, but rather only for the tool that you have active in the moment where you choose the values. Another interesting section is the menu bar. This contains various types of information such as options for loading, saving, and exporting an image, but also customizing Adobe Photoshop, using adjustments, or creating layers. What I find interesting is the Windows menu, where you can find a few different types of customizations. The first one, under Arrange, will help you see multiple images loaded in various ways. This will help you borrow information from one image to another at times. Another interesting one is the Workspace tab, which allows you to customize your current workspace depending on the type of editing that you do and your particular needs. Apart from those, you can find a lot of information that can be loaded up and organized on the right-hand side of your screen, where you can see a number of various panels. If at any point you mistakenly delete one or lose information that you would need, you can load them up from here or simply go to the workspace and reset the workspace you're using. The last area of interest is the big gray space in the center of the screen, which is where all the images will be shown. By default, this is a dark gray area, but depending on the type of image that you will be editing, it can switch to a different color when the time comes. Because Adobe Photoshop is used by so many people worldwide, it is fully customizable, which means that you can rearrange, hide, or show as many items as you need. Depending on the type of image that you'll be working on, it may be interesting to hide as much of your workspace as possible, and the first shortcut I would like to leave you with is the Tab button, which hides the tools, the options bar, and your panels so that you can edit without too much distraction.